So thank you, Nika, thank you, everyone, for being here. So why blockchain didn't reach so far a ChatGPT moment? A moment in which the enterprise and people realize the full potentiality of our beloved technology. So let me start with a bold statement. Non-fungible tokens are dead, at least for how we knew them. Good morning, everyone. I'm Giovanni Vanini. I'm the founder of Fides. And today, I want to make a journey with you. I want to express and show all of the different lessons that I've learned working alongside small, medium enterprises, and most importantly, with enterprises that make manufacturing activities. So why I'm making this comparison with ChatGPT? Because we all knew that when ChatGPT has been released from OpenAI, there has been a kind of after and before and after the arrival of ChatGPT, because all of a sudden, overnight, everyone were talking about AI. It seems that the dream of the developer became a reality. So it's important to say that for me, as of today, when we talk about blockchain for small, medium enterprises, that moment hasn't yet arrived. So it's important to think about how, as a builder, we tend to speak, we tend to talk with our clients. Because when we deal with them, we are always keen to promote blockchain for the non-fungibility of the tokens, meaning the authenticity, the ownership, the scarcity, and so on and so forth. So all of the different characteristics and features that the non-fungibility can bring to them. But still, when you try to go to this entrepreneur, to this small, medium enterprise, well, they will end up like with a John Travolta reaction, says, Giovanni, that is really great. It's really interesting what you are proposing. But still, how does it make my business matter? How does it solve my day-to-day problems? So there is a kind of misalignment between what we say and what the customer wants, what the business wants. So for me, there is this topic that needs to be addressed, because when we think about entrepreneurs in small, medium entities, we have to think that they are mostly Web3 averse. They don't care about crypto, and they don't want to handle crypto, because it's part of the game that when we speak about blockchain, for them it's like crypto. So this is something that needs to be considered. But still, there is a good news about all of this, because for me, if we start to change our way of communicating with them, there is the possibility of having this ChatGPT moment. So let's start to see the actual picture of today. So today, we know that, for example, the main usage for non-fungible tokens and for blockchain as a whole, in terms of enterprise, is strictly related to a niche usage. For example, you will see on the newspaper that headlines came up like with, for example, luxury players, big corporations that decided to enter in the blockchain space, in the Web3 space. And they decided to make it for all of the different characteristics of the non-fungibility. And for us, it's fine, because at the end, we need to have a sort of early adopter for our technology. But still, we are in this phase of solving a particular problems. And when we plot the conversion rate instead of the adoption rate, because before to adopt, we need to convert. We need to try really to explain them the real benefit that they will get with the technology. So there is a point in time, there will be a point in time where we will have a ChatGPT moment where everyone will recognize that the blockchain is something for them. And so we know also how it will look like the idea of the promised land. A promised land with, let me say, a widespread usage, where no one will care really about the real technicalities. So for me, there is a way, there is a light that we can face. But we can have it once we will start to modify the paradigm that we are proposing to them. Once we start to modify the communication. And in this way, when we will start to modify this, we will see that at the end, we will have all of the different characteristics. You see, these are all the different characteristics that as an Ethereum builder, we are proposing. Like we are talking about Ethereum, we are talking about layer 2s, gas fees, and so on and so forth. We are really expert on those technicalities. But if we take a step back and we see of what OpenAI did with ChatGPT, well, do you think that someone really cares about machine learning or LLMs while they are using ChatGPT? Well, I don't think so. And I think that they were able to provide this user experience and user interface in a simple way that provides directly the benefits, either for the user and also for the enterprise. So we have a good news, because we, as a builder, if we start to level up, let me say, the level of the water in terms of technicalities, and we start to avoid talking about the technicalities because we know that we are able to manage them, we know. And the enterprise doesn't care about the technology. They care about the fact that they have results. So when we have this possibility and we bring the iceberg, the top of the iceberg, just to have, let me say, an easy way to interact, easy way to say that the data are on the blockchain, well, for them, it's enough. And when we will be able to provide that kind of activity, NFTs won't be anymore dead, because they are alive and well. But they are alive and well because we know how the non-fungibility works, but also because we have started to change the way we communicate, because NFTs are also a kind of new frontier of technology. And when we start to promote this new frontier of technology to the enterprise, instead of focusing only on the non-fungibility, then we will be able to arrive to that ChatGPT moment where everyone will recognize the potentiality of the blockchain without even thinking about the blockchain. So in that sense, you will see that, for example, when we talk about the authenticity, the ownership, and so on and so forth, on the other side, we are starting to see new activities like digital product passport, which is a digital identity for physical products that are linked, for example, to NFTs. And so for them, it will be easier to say DPPs is the new ERP, or, okay, let's have a direct product verification, which is straight to the point, which is straight to the fact that we can show them the key aspects of our technology. So I think that this is something that is feasible for manufacturing companies. And I want to finish my talk with this meme, because at the end of the day, this is what I'm doing with Fides, with my activity, and I'm using the non-fungible token as the Trojan horse, let me say, to enter in the mind of the enterprise, because if we promote the NFTs in another way, without talking about all of the different key characteristics, using like digital product passport or phygitals, so all of these elements that now are like buzzwords, then for me, we will be able to have this conversion and then the adoption. Because again, for me, it's a topic of first convert and then to adopt. So that was basically all of what I wanted to say. And I want to leave you with this message. The new frontier of technology is something that is concrete, is something that is open, accessible, and also adaptable for the usage of small, medium enterprise. So thank you so much for your attention, and I'm here for you for every type of question that you might have. Thank you.